Life was black. By the age of 15, I'd learned to trust no one and escaped my pain by self-harming and overdosing. Darkness became my safety and security because it helped me hide from the horrors I was facing. I became fascinated with knives and obsessed about ways of harming myself. Abuse and extreme control at the hands of my first husband began on the night of my wedding. He taught me what fear and intimidation looked like. I was beaten, sexually abused and humiliated by a man I thought would care for me. I lived in constant terror, wondering if this was the day I was going to die. I finally escaped with my small children, only to have the cycle repeated in an even more horrifying way in my next relationship. Years of constant abuse left me with hatred of everyone and self-loathing. I discovered that if I was mentally unwell, my behaviour wasn't my responsibility. Over years, I slowly got lost in the mental health system, losing custody of my children. I was one step away from being institutionalised at Morisset Mental Health Hospital with no chance of rehabilitation. My life was self-destructing and nothing anyone said could stop me. When I came to Destiny, I had no hope in recovery. I was only going to give them 2 days max to prove me wrong. I was angry and I was bitter, and all I thought about was revenge. I don't know what it was about this place, but I decided to stay. Didn't matter what I did to try and get myself kicked out of here, I didn't. They just kept on loving me for who I was and for even what I did. It was so easy for me to act out in my behaviours because I had no responsibilities, and I used my mental illness as an excuse. But I now know there is such great rewards in being well, and I choose to be well. It's been over 14 months and I can now see a life, and you can see that there is something that you can offer, and the people here are just willing to give you unconditional love and can show you that there is a life that is worth living. So I never thought that I would be ever able to be a mother again to my children. I never ever had the opportunity to be a mother. It's a process, but it's rewarding at the end of the day. Without a place like this, I don't think I would have been alive today. It was the hardest decision I ever had to make about coming here. It was the best decision I ever made. Destiny Haven has given me back my life, and I now have a heart to give back to others. I wouldn't say that life is completely perfect. I know that I still have a long way to go, and I still know that it's a process. It's a journey that I'm willing to take, and that I'm excited to take those next steps of life. I enjoy living in the light and not in darkness.